Hey y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to Heaven Officials Blessing Episode 3. And for those of you wondering, I will actually be watching it from Funimation's website. And I'll also be starting my reaction in 3, 2, and from the 2 minute and 40 second mark, 1 and go. Alright, I'm pumped up for this because the first 2 episodes are absolutely fantastic and I'm excited for this. Hmm. Okay, that definitely doesn't sound reassuring then. Huh. Okay. That actually goes to explain why the phone in front of them was the woman from previous episodes. And the thing is, they can't protect anyone because right now those men are outside. Oh, oh, jeez. Although I'm saying that, if some of them, oh man, he's the one I don't want anything bad to happen to. The bandaged man. He is damn cool. That is cowardly, not even letting some other. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that's a little cowardly. If the zombies are that close, the creatures. Jeez, they got a lot of strength. Hey, you know what? Even though it's noticeably CG, the CG looks dang good. And I like how even in the Jaws of Danger, all of our protagonists are calm. I like that. Shows you their nice emotional intelligence and also their ability to deal with adversity. Okay, at least going by that, seems like the foes they're facing don't have the highest amount of intelligence. So good, good, good. Oh no. And he was so close to trapping them too. Then you got, then you got the moves. And I like how he just does that with style. Oh man, I absolutely adore him. Dang. And the thing is, there's too many of them, of the enemy, for him to protect almost everyone. That's the unfortunate thing about it. Those are the only two, when it comes to civilians, that I actually want to survive. No. Woo. hopefully with him being saved by those two, he actually changes his stance on them. I hope. Oh, it's actually nice to see he's got some telepathic abilities too. That's fucking adorable. Oh. I can't blame him for his line slippings though. Especially with him being constantly attacked. I think anyone would be forgetting some of their lines. God, man, that's like one of the most badass calls ever. There's a man fighting for your life while you're getting information in your mind. That is just damn cool and damn creative there. Huh. Alright. Actually does sound pretty cute. Ah. So I wonder what could have come. Maybe it was family? The surrounding family that wrecked it? Oh. You know, that situation kind of reminds me of the Romeo and Juliet scenario there. Where the surrounding circumstances wouldn't allow for blooming love. Oh, snap. Yep. Now that's how you build up a full rat there. Having the badass fog, the clanking sound effects of their bells and their outfit. Jeez, that's one of the most stylistic entrances I've ever seen. Oh, okay. I mean, you probably did. Aww. That's a pretty effed up way of treating someone that helps provide you information, though. But hey, some people in life are that overly ambitious, though, that they would take anyone once they're useless to them, they'll throw them away as if they're trash, unfortunately. Oh, this motherfucker! And they actually saved this dude. That what a man that is completely unthankful for the positive circumstances that befalled upon him. Man. That is just. Hey, you know. He deserves it. You know what they say, you reap what you sow. I just hope that's enough to calm her down, though, but... Oh, jeez, I don't think at this point we'll be able to talk it out. The thing is, though, she's not going to want to listen to reason. I think the only way he's going to be able to fight is through action or work. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to see her die. Oh, no. Hopefully have some kind of, like, healing spell or something. Aww. Man. You know, she went down like a badass right there. And you know, I do like scenes like that because it shows you that our main protagonist can't save everyone. That even he needs help on occasions. I like that. Even though it's sad, it shows that the series is never willing to hold back punches right there. I'm worried he's gonna. Oh. Wait, who in the world is gonna show up? About damn time! I'm like, geez, when were they gonna show up? If only they would have shown up like a few minutes earlier, though. But hey. Better late than never, at the very least. Oh. Well. And even then, I don't even think her being restricted into a mountain's gonna do enough to close off all that craziness. Oh. So why would she do that though to herself? That's what I'm wondering. Aww. Damn. Talk about smooth the groove right there. shit, with them having that much charisma, I can see why she fell in love with a man like that. My goodness. And it's actually nice to get insight on her, on Juji, right before she became crazy, too. Ah, we really should have. Because the thing is, that's the thing about love, though. Just because you love someone doesn't mean your love's going to be recuperated. That's the issue. Oh, and he's right, though. The thing is, if you don't have the love spark for someone, it ain't gonna work out. That's the thing. No matter how much good the individual is. Oh, so he actually didn't end up burning. Okay. Shield. I could actually see where he's coming from because she willingly betrayed her country just for that. So I could see why he would think that trait isn't attractive one bit. I could actually see why he wanted to test her like that. Wanted to test her willpower. Oh, okay. The same things turned out like that, though. Honestly, I think it's turned out Chuchi's fault just because if she realized that Pei wouldn't ever love her, she should have tried pursuing love elsewhere. As hard as it is, that would have been her best route. Now it's just sad seeing her in that state. And kind of like the message there too. You should never try to go for loves that you know are impossible because it'll just set you back completely. And that's something I like about this series too. It has so many themes. And honestly, that woman, she, out of all of them, she was the one that deserved to live the most too. Her and the banished men, of course, when it came to the civilians. ever not argue with each other? Hey, he looks good with that wedding dress. I'm just saying. Few people can pull it off, but he pulls it off masterfully. Oh. Oh, snap. And I feel for him, he always constantly has to act like the adult in the room just to make sure the other two don't lop each other's heads off. I always love that dynamic. Dynamics like that. At least they're able to give her a proper burial with a good looking tombstone. That's a good point. He has to move on and try to prosper. Who knows, maybe hopefully at least... I mean, the injuries aren't that... They don't seem that bad. Whoa! Wait, going by that. That's seemingly implying that he might have done unethical things in the past. Because with this shocked face, that does not look like the face of a man that doesn't have any regrets. It looks like the face of a man who can have all the regrets in the world. Yo. And this series keeps on delivering too, because I was like, alright, you know what? Even though, yes, it had a somber, sad ending, that was gonna go on a much more happier tone, but no, this episode's like, nah, surprise, we'll have an epic cliffhanger. I'm like, jeez. This series just keeps on delivering greatness. And if I were to rate this episode, I am definitely gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. Because out of all the other episodes, I think this one had the most emotional impact. Just for the reason being it had a sad death. And we got to see Leon G. We got to see him balanced a bit more, because it shows you, at the very least, that he's not going to be able to just out-muscle every single thing in the series. Where he was pinning it down, where he needed help from a civilian just to get out of that situation. And I like that whenever characters are not overpowered, because it makes now any future confrontation feel a lot more tense, knowing that he can't just muscle his way through every single little scenario. Then on top of that, I actually like how in this series at the very least, it had a nice moral message too, where if there's love that's seemingly impossible, you should not pursue it at all. And it also had the message of you shouldn't be biased against people just because of their outward appearances. Because if you do, it'll mess you up. Kind of like the almost bald-headed man that got killed in this episode. If he would have kept his biases in check, or if he wouldn't have been so biased, less people would have died. So I like the moral message in this episode too. It makes it a lot more compact, and it'll allow this series to age even more gracefully due to that. Then other things I really love about this episode, aside from that, I gotta say, the plot progression, because they resolved the situation completely in this episode, only for it to set up a new plot point now. So I cannot wait to see the implications of that in episode 4. And you know what? It made me feel bad for Zuan Ji too, just hearing her backstory, I'm like, dang. And for a bit, I was kind of rooting for her love, even though, yes, inevitably it wasn't going to work out with Pei, unfortunately. And I also got to give credit to what they did with Zhao Ying too, because she earnestly did want to help protect people, and just seeing her die, that's definitely going to stick with me in this series. And that's something I like too, how for Heaven's Official's Blessing, it's willing to sacrifice likable characters, and it doesn't hold back at all. So that's another thing I really love about it too. And aside from that, from it doing really well from a character and story standpoint, gotta say, the background art was just so absolutely gorgeous too. The reason being that backgrounds are really detailed, and even the CG didn't even contrast with the 2D animation that much. It was a nice, beautiful blend. And noteworthy sequences in this episode, I gotta say, was the flashbacks involving Zhuangji. They looked so damn gorgeous. And on top of that, the fighting sequences looked gorgeous too, with like the hyper detailed, realistic backgrounds. There were certain instances where I'm like, is this CG or hand drawn? So gotta give credit to the craftsmanship. It was top notch. Voice performances from everyone were absolutely amazing. And that's why I feel this episode was 10 out of 10 worthy, y'all. And almost definitely I'm going to be reacting to episode 4. But anyways, these are my thoughts on Heaven Official's Blessing episode 3. I'd like to hear your thoughts on how you feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe if you do not want to miss my reaction to episode 4. And I hope you'll have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye bye.